in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Coming out with it, it's Blunt. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Dingle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Syracuse's offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Miami! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Dingle. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Powers through the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Unloads quickly. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The inside handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to the running game. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Orange! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They're coming off a national championship win last year. But you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2. They'll run the sneak for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Trying to punch it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the wall. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over UConn. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me.
There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man on the outside. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Syracuse right back at it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The screen, and watch out. They'll immediately call timeout. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go good.
Oh, he's got some space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cuse. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the time. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Nice move, creates some space. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off-play action on first down. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Syracuse right back at him.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete on the comeback. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out of the backfield, he's open. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's McLeod. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw. Got a man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Lets it fly. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Shoots it to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They booted away on 4th down. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. It's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Now, 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. On the move is a 30. Lots of running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Nice move there. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Back swinging for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to surge it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 34 over Northern Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Miami, 38. Syracuse, 17.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Creates a little space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Pollack.